Welcome back. Our last guest is the Program and Community Director of Fordham Foundry. And she's with us today to highlight how the Fordham Foundry is collaborating with the Bronx Tech Hub to provide career opportunities for emerging talents in technology and shine some light on how they are building community wealth through entrepreneurship and tech. So please welcome to the show, Jenny Mith is in the house, y'all.
Thank you, Dr. Bob.
Jenny, how are you?
Great.
All right.
Great
Look
to
at you.
be
Where did you
here.
get that pistol grip from?
You know what? I used to
Look,
intern
my
at a
knuckles
law.
cracked and everything. Do that again.
I'll do it again.
There you go.
Thank you, thank you.
I had to put my hand all the way in there.
I used to intern at a law firm, and
Oh, I thought you were going to say you do karate.
that too.
You do?
I don't tell people that at first, though.
You can't tell them.
And all the lawyers there were like, you have to have a firm handshake.
Oh, yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So I've done it ever since.
Yeah. And you teach youngsters that too. You firm grip.
I do.
You look them in the eye. Hey, how are you? Your knuckles cracked this time.
I felt that. I felt that.
Tell us a little about what you do.
At the Foundry. Right, so I'm the community director at Fordham Foundry. We are known as the hub for entrepreneurship.
All right.
Yeah, for entrepreneurship and innovation at Fordham. But I should say, you know, it's not just Fordham students and alumni that we serve. We also serve our neighbors in both the Bronx and Manhattan, where we have local campuses. So as the hub for entrepreneurship and innovation, you can sort of think of us as like air traffic control for anything related to entrepreneurship, related to innovation. So if you are someone who's looking to start a business or you're currently running a business and you need legal resources, you need mentorship, you need to get put in touch with someone in the network to get fundraising advice, that's something that we do on a day-to-day basis.
Is that part of the hub right there?
Is that, yes, yep. This is actually on 557 East Fordham Road. So anyone who is interested can stop by. We're open to the community.
There you go. So there you go. You're helping people start businesses and things of that nature.
Yep.
A lot of people come up to you. What's the most important thing that they ask or want to know about? Because it's frightening to start something new if you don't know what's around the corner.
Yeah, exactly. So we actually, something that I love doing recently was we worked with part of the solution, otherwise known as POTS, and we put on this community mixer for entrepreneurs in the community. And I think a lot of the work is just demystifying the process. Starting a business can be really intimidating, right?
Yeah.
You get people asking about LLCs, about taxes, and it's our job to listen, of course, but the first thing we start with is, well, you know, what's the problem you're trying to solve? What's the idea you have? What's the solution that you have? And let's see if we can help you find some customers. So it really starts with just making sure your idea is viable. At this mixer that we did with POTS, there are some really good ideas, but a lot of concern about, you know, legality, about taxes, about finances. And we were there to say, like, we'll get there, but what you have is a good idea, and let's just work on the idea first.
Yeah. Did they ask you about what type of business or, let me see, you got the LLCs, you got the C Corps and the
S Corp. I mean, I couldn't list them. Yeah. And we actually, so something we did recently at the Martino Hall Lincoln Center campus in Martino Hall was we had legal office hours. So we worked with Fordham's Entrepreneurial Law Clinic. We had walk-ins, we had appointments, and we just had folks come in and ask about, well, how do I start an LLC?
And Jenny, you working for a law firm in the past helps you out with this.
It does.
In the everyday life and what you're doing now.
I can't, it's not legal advice I'm giving anyone,
no,
but I'm pointing them
you
to the right resources.
You can slide into it, you can touch it, but not cross the line.
Not cross the line.
But you can guide them as to where to go to get more information on it.
Yeah, exactly.
Now, what about business plans? Do they come with that or ask how that's done? Or why I need it or who they should give it to?
Yeah, so there are a few ways that you can approach this. So if you're a Fordham student or an alumni or a graduate, obviously you have access to the courses. My team, some of the folks on my team teach courses like the startup experience or exploring entrepreneurship, and you'll learn the fundamentals there. But we also plan to put on workshops for anybody else, you know, outside of that student community, just to learn, you know, what's included in a business plan. We have pitch competitions. I don't know if you've heard. So next year's will be our 10th annual pitch competition. So if you've got an idea, we help you develop it over the course of about 6-7 months, and you come up with a 3-minute pitch. So it's got to be really tight.
Yeah, it just prepares them and helps them on how to pitch. Well, when you have to pitch, you go back to that and say, okay, let me do that. But you'll do it often enough so that when you have to make that pitch, It'll be a little more comfortable to you.
Yeah, and you're comfortable talking to potential investors,
Yes.
anyone who's interested in working with your business, and there's prize money involved, right? So as
Yeah.
long as you can get with a current Fordham student or an alumni, and you have a business idea, you can pitch it. You can
Yeah.
pitch it for up to $20,000 in prize money. We do that every year.
Beautiful. All right. Get ready, get ready, get ready. But you also let them know that, not everything's going to be a yes. There's going to be a whole lot of no's.
Yes. Yeah, exactly.
And a whole lot of failures.
A whole lot of failure.
And then you get that magical, yes, we got it okay.
Yep,
We've got the
yep.
money. Let's go ahead and do this. All right, we're in the money.
Right. And then, let them celebrate a little bit,
Yeah.
but then also say it
Get
doesn't
down to
stop there.
business.
Just normalizing that being an entrepreneur means inherently you're a resilient person,
Yeah.
right? There's going to be a lot of failure. You might not have success with your first idea, but you learn so much in that process, and it gets faster and it gets easier the more times you try. And I think something that the Foundry does really well is we provide community,
Yeah.
right? So if you have an idea and your community, your friends are telling you, oh, it's kind of silly, don't listen to them.
Yeah.
Come to the Foundry, find
Silly
your
things
people.
make people millionaires.
Exactly. I remember back in the day, I didn't think Snapchat was a good idea.
You don't go back in the day.
But back in my day. 2 days ago, I didn't think that Snapchat was a good
Yeah.
idea, and
And look at it now.
Look at it
Yeah,
now.
yeah.
So I think that really changed my perception,
Yeah.
and in working with entrepreneurs, just seeing that the seed of something could become something huge,
Yeah.
and not only that, just the impact that some of these businesses can have on the local community, the global community. I think that's why we do it, because it can change
And you get a lot of
lives.
help too when you own your own business, because you can hire people. So if you can hire people, local government loves that. Okay, let's try to help him with taxes and all the other things that come along with it.
Right,
If
exactly.
you have your own business, say if you have it in your own home, you can write off a portion of your home, or
Yep.
the equipment, or the laptops, everything that you need, office equipment, all the things, the whole room.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
you're writing off a part of your rent or mortgage.
And this comes up with students sometimes, right? And
Yeah.
it's always like, really, I can do that?
Yeah.
And you're like, yeah, well, this is your office. This is where you're working out of. So there are just little nuggets of wisdom like that you might spend hours searching about this online, and you can get far with that. But you'd be surprised at how much just talking to someone who's been through it for 5 minutes can accelerate your trajectory.
Yeah. Now you have something coming up where you can display the whole thing. Bronx Tech Job Fair. Tell us about that.
So George could be with us here today, but he's the founder and CEO of Bronx Tech Hub, partnering with Fordham University to put on this tech fair. It takes place next Wednesday, October 15th, from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. It's free for anyone to attend, so any high school students, college students, graduates, job seekers, professionals, Bronx-based entrepreneurs,
Yeah.
please come out. It's a great place to get connected directly with tech companies and to just get exposure to the ecosystem that's really vibrant and emerging in the Bronx right now.
And it's October
October 15th.
15th.
So there's an RSVP page. Like I said, it's free to attend. It's really simple to register, but just make sure you do, because spots are limited.
I see a lot of stuff up here. It says Bitcoins and all that stuff, infrastructures, and I'm just scanning.
Yeah. So my background is in tech. I come from the emerging tech world, specifically Web3 and blockchain. I worked.
right.
Yeah.
No, we
so-
didn't hear about that
We-
a couple of days ago.
a couple days ago. I do a lot. And I used to work directly with engineers, open source software developers, and that was my exposure to entrepreneurship. A lot of these developers had amazing software ideas, and they would say like, I couldn't be a founder, I couldn't be CEO. I'm just like the tech guy, I'm just the tech person. And so working with them to, again, normalize the entrepreneurship process, demystify some of those questions that will keep someone from going ahead and starting a business.
Yeah.
And I loved it, right? Because like I said, some of these ideas,
Yeah.
people would minimize them. They'd say like, oh, this isn't a big deal. But then they would put it out there and it'd help thousands of people. So I'm happy to be bringing that spirit to Fordham. The team at Fordham is
Excellent.
amazing at this.
Excellent. They're giving me 30 seconds. I want to spend more time with her as we explain this whole thing, because people want to start businesses with all the things that are happening in the world. They want to start their own businesses and really get it out there. But what's one thing that you would say to somebody who wants to start a business, start their own business, have everything under their own world. But of course, you got to reach out for all those other things to help you with your business.
All right, well, I'm biased because I'm a community-oriented person.
Yes.
I would say give me a call.
There you go.
Give George at Bronx Tech Hub a call. They do amazing work. They offer skills training. They put you directly in touch with tech companies. So
Yes.
if you go to fordhamfoundry.org, you'll find the team page. You can schedule a call with any one of us, depending on what expertise you're looking for. And I'm sure George wouldn't mind me saying that you can email him too at bronxtechhub.org.
Big shout out to George. George, thank you. Jenny, you're doing a fantastic job.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. You
Thank
represent well.
Thank you, Dr. Bob. This has
You're
been
in
so
the
fun.
Yeah, and you got to come back again.
I'll come
because
back.
there's so much that we need to talk about.
Yeah, and I'll tell you more about how the fair goes next week.
Yes, please. Jenny Mith, Program and Community Director, Fordham Foundry. The
Thank you.
Hub.
The Hub.
All right, we appreciate you.
Thanks,
nice
Dr.
and easy,
Bob.
right?
Yeah.